في إطار البرامج الفنية التي يرعاها مكتب الشؤون الثقافية والإعلامية في السفارة الأمريكية، يقوم المصور الأمريكي بريت ويبستر بزيارة إلى الكويت يقوم خلالها بتقديم محاضرات وورش عمل خاصة بالتصوير الفوتوغرافي مع عدد من المؤسسات، يعني ممثلة بدار الآثار الإسلامية وكذلك جامعة الكويت. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
You're enjoying the great weather here in Kuwait?
Oh, it's delightful. I just don't think it could be better.
Oh,
you know?
really?
Oh well. Although I've noticed I've had to be ready for a little cold.
Oh yeah.
And
well, the past week, last week was very cold.
Yeah. It was comfortable though. I had layers. It's easy to adjust to the cold.
Yeah, well, you came from America, probably. What exactly you came from in America?
My home in Park City is a ski resort town.
Okay.
So it's quite cold.
Yeah,
quite
it's very cold over there. It's Utah, right?
Very comfortable, and yeah, Utah's my home.
Oh, okay. So there's no big difference over culture here. I mean, same scenes, huh? It's a desert and
it's a desert state. I grew up in the desert.
Oh, okay.
My whole life, as a child, as a little boy, my whole family, we would have our vacations and visit and explore, and it is quite vast, and many canyons and
the Grand Canyon is very famous here.
Grand Canyon is there,
and that explains the picture behind you. Most of them in Utah, right?
Oh yes. Almost all of them are Utah or near Utah.
Near Utah. Okay.
And,
that's one of them.
Yes.
And that's where is that?
This one is near Park City.
Oh, Park City.
Kind of high in the mountains, and our lovely aspen groves, where you get in them,
beautiful,
and you feel like you're just surrounded by these trees and
beautiful. How old are those trees? Like 100?
They're a few hundred years old, but what they are finding out is that this whole forest, this local forest, is actually one tree. One tree,
wow.
And the roots, this may be one organism, one tree, where the roots have all grown up, and so for a square mile, it may all be one tree. And so it's really a fascinating thing.
Yeah, amazing. I will explain to the audience and then we'll get back to you. طبعا تكلمت مع المصور الفوتوغرافي، طبعا لا باع طويل في التصوير، كذلك تكلمنا عن وين يتواجد في الولايات المتحدة، في خاصة هو يعني من مواليد يوتا أو ترعرع في يوتا، فلذلك الأجواء مشابهة، يعني للي راح هذه الولاية أجواءها مشابهة للكويت، يعني صحراوي يغلب عليها الطابع الصحراوي، وهناك كذلك جبال، ومعروف في جراند كانيون معروفة يمكن عند الكثيرين. بالإضافة إلى أن زيارته للكويت يقول أنا كنت أتوقع أن يقول كان الجو بارد، لكن أتوقع أنه يكون بعد أبرد من كذي، وقلت له أن المفروض أن الأسبوع اللي طاف كان أبرد أو الشتاء هذا كان بارد نوعا ما قياسا مع السنوات الماضية. Well, I was telling them that you're a great singer, so don't embarrass me. You have to sing.
And I dance too. In fact, really? I was planning to sing and dance, and I'm prepared. As long as it's together.
What kind of music do you like?
I like a variety of music. And when I've been here, I've enjoyed the oud and some of the Yemeni
drums and
It's very pleasant and makes me feel right.
Next time you must wear the shdash and ghitra.
I have one. I hope it fits.
It will fit. Everybody will. I mean, most guys will hit on you then.
Oh my! But that would be a first.
Good. Let's talk about your pictures now. I mean, I think you had experience with the National Geographic, right?
Yes, I've had some.
Can you talk about it, please?
Oh, I have had some used by National Geographic. I've had some awards. Now a couple in particular. One is in my state of Utah, the skies are very dark.
Okay.
And you can see the sky just very well. The best in America.
In Utah.
In Utah.
Yeah.
They're very far from cities, and the Milky Way the Milky Way, not just the stars, but the Milky Way itself is very visible. It's not kind of see it a little bit. I mean, it's this stripe of...
It's like the one behind you, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh,
and
that's
now,
amazing.
And this is now this is a 30-second exposure with a powerful camera.
Okay.
And so it's a little brighter. It's a little brighter than with the eye, but you can indeed see it very well.
Wow.
And the terrain is lovely, and I marvel at, I really am obsessed with getting my camera and showing the Milky Way with these otherworldly landscapes, these beautiful arches and canyon formations, as if it was another planet, as if it was a planet.
Yeah.
And you know, it is a planet.
It is a planet. Yeah, exactly.
And so that's the joy of it for me, to put it in that perspective. You know?
But now I want to compare it with Kuwait here. Do you see like good scenes to be taken a picture of?
I have seen a trillion
Really?
beautiful scenes, and in my workshops, you know, it troubles me sometimes. I hear people.
What do they
And
say?
go, oh, we don't have the empty quarter, oh, we don't have the dunes, oh, and I have told that is unacceptable to think that here. There are, we are swimming in beauty here
really?
in
Here in
Kuwait.
Kuwait?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Where exactly?
It's just a course of imagination. The markets, the souk, the people, the incredible skyline, the dhows, the waters, the sunsets with the glorious sun colors of the sunset here are amazing.
Sounds interesting.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's good that you came from abroad, and then you see we think that we don't have that much of scenes here in Kuwait to take pictures or take good shots.
I just don't think that's
You
true
don't
at all.
think that's true?
Amar, I have to say, I've seen a lot of, and met a lot of photographers here.
Yeah.
And students, and what I see through their eyes and their imaginations, I mean, it is astonishing. I'm in awe. And I have learned, too, from what I see. I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. Very clever idea. Oh, delightful angle, you know.
Yeah.
Now, I have seen talent that is just world-class. And world-class. I don't think they know how good they are.
Yeah, yeah. Do you see them like just a photographer or talented people?
I see burgeoning talent.
Really?
I see a talent that is there is no better talent, and so I was determined to convey that impression. I haven't seen more talent.
Well, I see people when you go to the malls or somewhere, you see people with cameras here, Kuwaiti people with cameras.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I haven't seen, I've never met them, I've never seen the picture they took.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a good thing that what you're saying, now they're talented people, so that's very good.
The talent is everywhere. The photographers, both men and women, they're stunning. Wow, moving, moved to tears, to see their eye, to see what they see is beautiful. When because the voice of a picture is not always loud.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
walk down the street, you walk along the sea. Yet some people may see this, and some people may see that, and some people may hear a little voice and go, oh, and delight.
Wow, that's good.
And so, then bring the camera to it.
Yeah, well, that's good to hear. But now you came here the second time for you here in Kuwait, right?
Yes.
And the purpose of your visit?
The purpose of my visit was to interact with other photographers and students and share some of my methods and techniques.
Okay, good.
And to learn some methods and techniques as well.
Well, that's very humble of you.
And I have learned much. I hope I have given anywhere near what I've learned, and also my personal objectives. I couldn't bear not to see my precious friends that I've made, my very important friendships, and then also now I have new ones.
Oh, really?
So of course, more.
Do you train like professionals or beginner?
There were both.
Both.
Both. A span, and the professionals often would help me too, and have opinions, and it was a nice forum where always we're informal, interactive.
Yeah.
I always like to make it a little less formal, you know.
Wow, that's good. That's good. But I want to talk about this beautiful picture behind you. That's in Utah.
Yes.
Could you please explain us about this picture?
Well, this is in Arches National Park.
Okay.
Near my home in Moab.
Okay, so you wake up every day morning, you see this scene, huh?
Well, when I'm there, I have two homes, and,
good.
this is about 20 minutes from my home in Moab.
Oh, okay, good.
And where Kuwait is invited.
Yeah.
And
thank you.
And an interesting thing, you know, to a very difficult shot actually, and I continue to work on this shot. So if I'm standing right here where these people are,
yeah,
and I look at the moon is about the size of half my little finger, the moon.
Oh.
And if I back out,
okay.
But the arch is huge.
Yeah, huge.
Now if I back away, you know, of course, then the arch gets a little smaller, but the moon stays the same size. Now if I keep going and backing away, and now I'm half a mile, I'm 2 kilometers away, and the arch is kind of tiny, and pretty soon the arch is about the size of half my little finger.
Wow.
And the hard part, though, this is moonrise, and so I'm trying to line up this arch where I think the moon will come up.
So that's
and it's a real,
huh?
it's a chase, it's a chase, and I'm using software and astronomical tools.
Wow, so you don't have, it's not just the camera, you have to know everything about what's around you.
I plan them for days and weeks, and I've got GPS and Google Earth, and so trying to put myself in that magic spot 1 mile away in about a 10-yard circle where the moon will be visible when it comes up. And I have about 90 seconds.
Oh, 90 seconds on.
While the moon's picture, I'm way far away. And so it's really exciting. The adrenaline is rushing. I'm never in the right place. I'm close. I have to pick up my gear and my tripod.
Yeah, that's
run. I got 90 seconds, you know, refocus. And you know what we did? Some of the attendees of the workshop, we were in town with the moon the other night, lining it up, and I'll tell you, some of the people took astonishing photos. People should go. They can look on my Facebook. I'm posting these students pictures and asking them, and they are. I mean, they're National Geographic quality. They're NASA quality. See for yourself. But I was just moved by what I'm just like, wow.
I mean, it's a great pictures, great scenes. I mean, I don't know how you do it. It's like a magic, you know. Do you sell them?
I do. I do sell. Primarily I have a gallery.
Okay.
In a town called Park City.
Park City.
You may have, if someone has heard of the Sundance Film Festival, is in Park City.
Oh.
And so my gallery is near where a lot of that happens, and that's always a lot of fun. It just happened in January, is a whirlwind. And
who's that? Sorry to interrupt you, but who's sitting over there?
Well,
there's a guy or a girl. Or is that you?
A friend of mine, Mohammed, and we were in the empty quarter watching the sun come up about a week ago.
Where is this in Kuwait?
This is in Oman.
In Oman, okay.
And we've tracked our way through the sand a long ways, and it may have been the most beautiful thing I may have ever seen in my life. I've seen a lot of beautiful things. Of course, I have always dreamed since I was a little boy.
Wow! So now you're achieving your dreams now.
Yes, in a way.
Good, very good.
In a way, yes.
Well, thank you. We are very happy to have you here, and hopefully next year, any time of the year, you are welcome here in your home, Kuwait. And I told you, you have another home now.
Oh, I do. It's been a privilege and Kuwait has changed me.
Wow, that's nice.
Very deeply. I don't think I can live without Kuwait now. I actually have a little vial of sand where I've asked, when I finally am in the ground, and I've asked little sand to join me on the long journey after, and so I can be a little bit Kuwaiti.
Well, it's a pleasure for us. It's an honor for us to have you here in Kuwait and be one of us, you know, and no doubt America has great influence on me and on most people here in Kuwait and the whole world. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll see you again.
I will. I hope so.
Thank you. Thank you. إذا خلكم ويانا نحن مستمرين في صباح الوطن، خلكم ويانا. Thank you.
All right. I hope
let's
that
do
was
let's
good.
do the Kuwait way. Let's get